Welcome back, everybody. This is a topic that I have had kind of stuck in my head for a little while, and it's something I wanted to kind of go over because it was something I struggled with at one point, and if I probably had a hard time with the concept, I know other people probably do too. And it's the concept of self-care. And it's really funny because I looked it up before this video, and Merriam-Webster just says it's the act of caring for yourself. It's like, okay, well, that's self-explanatory. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe a slightly more insightful definition, but regardless. I don't really know why this popped into my head and just would pop up periodically, but where in ye olden days before COVID, where I worked would do these different events, fundraisers, and or self-help kind of things. In 2019, it was progress, not perfection, and it was that as long as you keep moving towards something, whether it was, gratitude journals, drinking water, exercising, working on a hobby, like do it just as long as you're doing something that brings you joy, something that makes you feel good about yourself, that's for your own betterment. It's not a straight line, and it's going to look like a bunch of squiggles here and there, but as long as you're doing something, you're making progress. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to backslide, going to move forward. But it's the idea that you're doing something and trying to make progress, but it's not perfection. And we had a team chat, still do. People will still periodically post like uplifting memes, songs, examples, places to visit, like for day trips or whatever. And at the time, I was one of those people where I'm like, am I broken? Is it me? Oh, none of the stuff really resonated. I thought I was the defective one. Like, oh, thankfully one of my friends was just like, no, you're just doing your own thing. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. So I hope you all have that friend. Jessica, if you're watching this, thank you. I don't know if she does. But here's the thing. Self-care is not going to look the same from person to person. It's going to look dramatically different sometimes. The kind of quote unquote normal or common examples of self-care are usually, at least for women, maybe some men as well, massage, getting a facial, a spa day, mani-pedi, buying yourself flowers, maybe buying yourself a special treat. Well, that really can be for anybody. Going to the gym, I'm going to put in a caveat here. It depends on your relationship with yourself and with the gym or with your exercise. Also, there are some people that hate the gym and would rather hike or bike, kayak outside. Fair enough. That's also self-care. So, it's just this idea, though, that these are very common examples. And for some people, they work. And for other people, it's like, none of that stuff really appeals to me. I don't really have any desire to do any of that. I don't do any of that. I don't really like the artists that are being posted, or I'm not a fan of the songs that are suggested for like uplifting stuff, especially if you tend to favor different genres of music. So, all those little memes that you see floating around that it's like, do whatever makes your weird little heart happy. That's basically what it is. Your self-care is going to look very different. So it might be someone's metalhead. They are not going to probably enjoy, or maybe they will, depending, on the other end of the spectrum, rap or hip hop or country. Their happy music is different, is going to be something in the metal genre. Maybe branching out into industrial or whatever. So, happy may not sound very happy to people. A person that loves Renaissance fairs or cosplay, they love dressing up. They love the, putting on the costumes, finding all the pieces. Maybe they make their stuff. Maybe they don't. Little bit of both, too. Other people just don't get it. They're like, what's the big deal? That's their joy. That's the thing that brings them happiness. And it will very much vary day to day depending on what's going on in your own life. Self-care might be a nap, or maybe treating yourself to your favorite ice cream, or making a special treat, trying a new recipe for the family or just for yourself. Those can all be different forms of self-care, as well as, trying a new hiking path or going to sit by the ocean for a while. If you're a photographer, maybe it's just going out and wandering around taking pictures. So don't ever let anybody tell you what is the right or wrong way to show yourself self-care. And if you are struggling with it because you're the person that puts everybody else first and yourself last, this is the time when you need to really kind of start recalibrating that ever so slightly. Ask for help. Maybe you are projecting that, you're making them reliant on you. So now you need to start stepping away so that whoever it is less reliant upon you. Or, oh God, there's so many different things. So many different things that it's just a matter of finding a way to set those boundaries to take care of yourself. Because there is that other expression that you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're run down and exhausted, you're not helping anyone. And you're just going to be resentful to the people you do have to help. So that's all I really wanted to say, is that don't let anybody tell you what's the right or wrong form of self-care or whatever it is. And if you're one of those people that has struggled with the concept or has struggled to put yourself first, know that you're not alone. There is a lot of us that have had to learn this. It will get better with time, especially if you keep trying to make progress. It won't be perfect, but it's progress, not perfection. But you'll get there, and you will feel better for it. All right, my friends, take care, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.